Hey, did you know that there's one thing that can get you denied even if you have excellent credit? Yeah, it sounds crazy, but we're going to talk about it. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're going to talk about that one thing that will get you denied even if you have excellent credit. And you need to pay attention to this one thing, I promise you. So with that being said, go grab a pen, go get some paper, and you got to get you something to drink because, woo, this is going to be a good now that I have you on here.
Yeah.
So if you had a fraud alert on your credit report, would you be worried?
No. Actually, a lot of people probably don't know this, but once you start disputing on your credit report, they're gonna throw the fraud alert on there anyway. I would say I love to have the fraud alert on my credit report, is because I use my credit a lot. So it's that extra layer of security on your credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't call you unless people can't give you credit unless they call you and stuff like that. But there are some downsides to having a fraud alert on your credit report.
Some downsides. So, like, what's the one downside that you think that's having a fraud alert on your credit report? Like,
okay,
the downside.
Yeah. So you know how we teach how to get 100K, right?
Yeah.
I think when we first started, the only reason why me and you ain't get the 100K up front is because we had the fraud alert on our credit report. So a lot of people don't know that. If you try to, midnight hacks and stuff like that, that we teach in our program, if you got the fraud alert, these people can't approve you overnight. You know what I'm saying? So when you're applying for a credit card, trying to get a $20,000 limit, if you got a fraud alert, you got to get verified. So somebody gonna call you, they're gonna say, hey, you got declined, but you really didn't decline.
Yeah.
But that's what you taught me. You like, bro, you ain't getting declined. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna get none of this money. You remember?
Yeah. I was like, yo, they gonna call you. Or they're going to verify who you are. And I think most people don't even know that they have a fraud alert because some addresses are attached to fraudulent addresses before you even lived there. So how can you check if you have a fraud alert? I mean, I know, but how would you check?
Oh, okay, man. You don't give it step by step. I don't know how many times you give people stuff step by step and they don't execute, but we're going to do it anyway, again, right? Hold on. Do your clap. All right, so you can just go on Experian, and do the backdoor method. Pretty much, you can either do the backdoor method or you can go to Experian, like Dave said. I'm about to walk y'all through. Y'all already heard it again. Y'all already heard it before. Go to Experian, go down to the bottom of the page, go to dispute, and then you go to dispute your addresses, and then you'll see all the addresses that's associated with you on there. And then if you really smart, you'll see which addresses are attached to collection accounts. And they supposed to verify you. If you remove that address, they can't even verify it. They got the wrong address. So I mean,
man, I be saying it, boy. And if you do have a fraud alert, and because I know people apply for stuff and they get denied or they have to verify who you are. But before you do anything, I would say check your credit report. The most important thing before you apply for stuff is check to see if you have a fraud alert. Because if you do have a fraud alert, 99.1% you might get denied. For real, because I don't know. I know that when we in the military, me and you, right, we go and we apply for stuff, and we be in uniform sometimes when we go into these banks. So they're like, all right, I know who this person is, and they verify it on spot because the branch manager has that access. But for the common person, they might deny you because they thinking you trying to steal their money.
Definitely, most definitely. Hey, so let me ask you a question, right? Which data breach hurt us the most?
Which data breach hurt us the most?
Yeah. What's the most common data breach that happened?
I think the most common one is the Equifax. However, I still haven't met nobody that's been affected by the Equifax.
But so what I want to say is, if Equifax had a data breach, that means everybody's information is out there. Like,
facts.
Like, they collect everybody's data. So
they got they're the oldest credit bureau because I think they're the first one. So they got everybody, mamas information.
They just waiting for you to turn 18 so they can slap that thing on your credit report. But yeah, you should have a fraud alert just because of that. Like, to know your information was in a breach. I want to say it was like a Marriott breach. It was a bunch of different data breaches.
The most common one right now, I was just on the phone with somebody. They said there's a T-Mobile data breach now.
Yeah, T-Mobile just happened. But let me tell you, Dun & Bradstreet had a thing, bro. They sent me an email. I was in this group, and they were like, email. We can go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna try to look it up, but yeah, that T-Mobile one, because I had T-Mobile. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody had T-Mobile at one point.
Everybody T-Mobile. I didn't even know about the T-Mobile data breach until she was like, "Yeah, my stuff got compromised," and I was like, "Compromised? What are you talking about?" Yeah, there was a new data breach. So if you had T-Mobile data breach and there's some stuff on your credit report, you can use that to get it removed as well. You just gotta basically document that, saying that your stuff was stolen. And it's supposed to be removed from your credit report within 5 days from the credit bureaus receiving that letter. So if you had a data breach, send it in, or you can use the CFPB, my best friend. It should be everybody's best friend, and you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, and I think with the data breaches and stuff, it should that's the number one reason why we got to hold the credit bureaus accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got all our data, bro. Like, the only reason why you don't report I'm divorced or I'm a guy and stuff like that is because the government told you not to. But before then, bro, it was free game. Like, yo, they was charging women that got divorced. They was hitting them over the head with high interest rates, predatory lending, and all type of stuff because all that stuff was on your credit report. Until that got regulated, they had all that information. So now it's like, yo, they really got a responsibility, bro, to protect us as consumers. But a lot of people don't even feel protected, bro. And it's a shame. So, hey, look, when you investigate my account, you better you better be calling people and stuff. And y'all watch Dave's last video.
Hey, they're supposed to do the proper investigation, and they're not supposed to ask like those specific questions of like, does this person owe this money? They're just supposed to be like, yo, do you know this person? Have they ever, I don't know, I guess, how you gonna ask questions about somebody's account without it being like, according to the 15 USC 692, saying you owe money. So I don't know how they can check the verified. So right there alone can get that removed from a credit report. So, especially bankruptcy, boy.
Thanks, man. Hey, but for everybody who do got a fraud alert, send those fraud alert removal, before you go try to get credit. Because
I believe TransUnion and Equifax, they were removed within 24 hours. You know, Experian is the only one that be acting crazy. They send the letter in.
Let me tell you about my experience. I called TransUnion, right? So I talked to this rep. She was only allowed to put fraud alerts on. So when I told her, I was like, yeah, I need to talk to the fraud to lift my fraud alert. She was like, okay, I'm gonna transfer you to this person. Bro, they lift my fraud alert and then put it right back on. And then, once they put it on, they go to all three. Yeah. And bro, I was so hot, bro, because I waited on the phone for hours, bro, trying to get that junk out. Crash.
So now if you want a fraud alert, after you're done applying for everything, you got everything that you need, add it on there, put it on there for extra security, because you don't want your information being stolen or anybody applying for anything, especially like credit cards and stuff like that, because Lord knows, it's hard getting things removed sometimes because they be acting crazy. So just add the fraud alert on there and have your phone number. Now, if you don't have your phone number on this fraud alert, they will not approve you. I don't care what you say.
Definitely.
You don't have add two phone numbers on there. If they can't reach you with one, add two. Because I had one and I had like an old phone number, Mike, bro. The lady was like, you got to call and update that number. I was like, bro, I was hurt. And that's the one that first Amex card I had applied for, the platinum one. She told me how to reapply.
Dang, that's crazy, man.
She's like, yeah, I can't verify who you are.
Yeah. But I would definitely leave that fraud alert on my credit report, man, just for peace of mind. Man, identity theft is the number one crime, man, for real. So it's insane. It's insane. Like the stuff we seen on credit reports, bro. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like I ain't gonna tell what I seen, bro.
Yo, me and my boy Mike want y'all to win. So make sure y'all pay attention to your credit report, right? Make sure you remove that fraud alert if you have it on there, because 99% of the time you will get denied for having a fraud alert if they can't verify the information or they can't verify who you are. If they call that number and you don't pick up, you will get disapproved for that line of credit that you're applying for. So just pay attention. Now, if you have a collection, if you have a repossession, if you have a bankruptcy, if you have any negative items holding your credit score back, make sure you tap in and watch the 14-day hack, right? Yo, people getting result after result after result, man. So pay attention, tap in, do the hack, get these things removed from your credit report because CFPB is your best friend. And I'll see you in the next class.